Right, apparently it's already the end of 2024 and it's time to look back on it. I know every year goes so fast. It's so cliche to say that, but this year in particular, it was a blur. But we did do a ton of cool stuff this year. So I thought it'd be fun to do like a little bit of a recap video of some of the big projects that we worked on and also introduce some of our new team members because we did a lot of hiring this year and a lot of shifting around in our team, and we've just got the dream team at the moment. So I wanted to introduce to you our new team members and touch on a couple of other cool things we did. First, let's jump into some product updates. So we did a ton of product updates this year, even though a lot of it isn't super obvious from the outside. One of the first things we did at the beginning of the year was completely revamp our entire social media template suite. So we retired our old social media templates and we brought in a ton of new social media templates. We created completely new packs that match each of our Squarespace templates. So we did have matching templates before, but they were just getting a bit outdated. Social media changes so fast that you kind of need to keep on top of them. And we wanted to really work hard to make like a standardized template pack. So you get similar templates in every pack, but you can choose through the different designs. And we wanted to standardize it because we wanted to make sure that every single pack had the highest quality templates for all of those popular platforms. So that was a huge overhaul because we had to design literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of new social media templates. Huge shout out to Alex and Emily for designing a ton of those template variations and all of the different designs. They are super, super cool. So if you do have a Squarespace template from us, make sure to check out the matching social media templates because they've been revamped. They are just stunning. There's over 250 templates in one pack, so they can be used for so many different things. And they're all Canva based, so they're so easy to edit and we just love them. So that was our first major product update of the year. Another launch we had earlier in the year was we launched a new Squarespace template called Shelly. Shelly is just a beautiful Squarespace template that was sort of leaning towards designed for photographers, but like any of our templates can be used for anything. And that of course comes with the matching social media templates and all of the standard pages that come with all templates, plus add-on pages, which I will talk to you about in a minute. We usually try and launch more than one Squarespace template in a year, but this year we just did so many other product updates and so many revamps of our existing templates that we literally just didn't have the time to launch more templates. And because we were revamping so many of our existing templates, it kind of felt like we were launching new templates anyway. Okay, the next big thing that we've been working on and sort of chipping away at all year is our add-on pages. So basically, these are a way that you can add on additional pages to your template purchase, or you can even buy them to install into your existing site. So these are separate from the main template pages. All of our main templates now come with just 7 pages: home, about, contact, portfolio, blog, services, and sort of like a miscellaneous info page. Obviously, all these pages can be adapted or duplicated, but there are some extra pages that businesses who have been around a bit longer might want to add, but not everyone wants. So we just wanted to be able to add those as an option rather than compulsory and then having to raise the price of our base templates. So for the add-on pages, we now have sales pages. So we've got a matching sales page for every single website template. It follows the same strategy that we set up with our existing sales page templates, and that strategy was worked on with a conversion copywriter. So the sales page is super strategic, and now we have a version of that sales page that matches every single one of our Squarespace templates. And we also have in the works some freebies pages, like a link in bio page, and a ton of other things that we're working on to add to our add-on page suite for every single template. So that is super, super exciting. And that's just something that we're sort of slowly chipping away at instead of doing like a big launch, because as soon as we get a new page, we just are going to add it to the website so people can get it ASAP. So if you want to learn more about our add-on pages, they will basically just be visible on the individual Squarespace template product page. So if you went to go buy a Squarespace template and then went to go check out, you'd be able to add on the extra pages there. We'll see what happens in 2025. They might have a dedicated page, but so far that's where they're living. Another big product update that we worked on this year was updating some of our older templates. I mean, we're always updating our templates because Squarespace is always changing. There's always things that can be improved, but we did a lot of small tweaks that maybe weren't so obvious. They weren't huge design changes, but we did a ton of tweaks to all of our templates. But the biggest ones we changed were the Iris template, the Unearth template, and the Ventura template. These three basically got complete redesigns because they were some of our most popular templates, and we even tried to retire them a couple of times and people always would ask for them back. So we knew that we really shouldn't remove them because people did love them, but they were old, like they're years and years old. I can't remember when I made them, maybe 2020 or even before that. So they were starting to look, in my opinion, a little bit outdated, and they just needed a refresh to sort of bring them into more up-to-date design trends. But at the same time, I didn't want to retire them and create new ones because I wanted to really keep the aspects of them that people loved. So we worked really hard to do that and like keep all of the qualities of those templates that people really liked while being able to update them at the same time. So we'll quickly show you on the screen. This is what Unearth looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. And then this is what Iris looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. And then Ventura before and after. So you can see there's still a lot of similarities, but they're just revamped and refreshed and looking a lot newer. So I'm super, super excited about those. So those redesigns kind of felt like new template launches, even though we probably didn't give them as much attention as they deserved. They were almost like creating a new template from scratch. Between those and then creating all those add-on pages, that's why we didn't launch any other templates this year. There was so many other things we did for products in between all of that. We did so much back-end stuff, so much file organization and template organization, template tutorial updates. It was a huge year for product updates, which I love to do, so that was really fun and exciting for me. But that's enough of a recap of all of the major things we did. The next thing I want to talk about is the big changes to our team. I did do another video about the biggest lessons that I learned in 2024. I don't know if that's coming out before or after this video, but regardless, we'll link it below when it's out. And in that video, I talked a lot about the struggles I had with hiring, trying to get the team to a place where I wanted it. And thankfully, by the end of 2024, I think the team is in a really, really good place. So I'm super, super excited about 2025 and all of the amazing things we're going to be able to do with this super solid team. And we did a lot of hiring this year, actually. We hired on quite a few new people, and I just want to introduce them to you because it's super fun. And I definitely want everyone to get to know all the people who actually help make this business work. So first off is Shelby. Shelby, we actually hired at the end of 2023, but I'm lumping her in with 2024 because she didn't really hit the ground running until 2024, but she was hired as a video tutorial creator. So a ton of the videos that you see on YouTube where I'm not showing my face, most of those are now done by Shelby, and she is incredible. She is a natural at teaching and showing and creating tutorials. So not only does she help with our YouTube, but she helps with our internal tutorials. So all of the tutorials that we have that come with our Squarespace template, she creates those too. And we did quite a lot of updates with those this year. So she was super, super helpful. We love her and super excited for her to keep helping us with our tutorial creation in 2025. Then there's KJ, who was brought into the team, I think around March, and she is our extra support specialist. So essentially we have a extra support service for people who want extra help with their websites or with their templates that is out of the balance of our built-in support. So it's an hourly service and she'll pretty much do anything. So we needed someone who is pretty well versed in Squarespace for that, and KJ has been awesome and she's helped a ton of you. So I'm really excited to have her on the team, and if you ever need any sort of extra support, she's going to be your gal. Next up is Lindsay. She was hired in September, so not that long ago, and she was very much thrown into the deep end, helping with marketing stuff, blogs, email marketing, the affiliate program. She's totally doing a great job at these roles already, and I'm super, super excited to see how we do in 2025. And then there's Cassidy, who we also hired in September at the same time as Lindsay, and she was also thrown into the deep end with our social media management and our YouTube management. So she's been super helpful in helping us plan and create social media posts and YouTube videos and doing lots of scheduling. And between Lindsay and Cassidy handling so much of the marketing, I'm trying to think how we ever did it without them in the first place. We also started working with Allie from Akari Digital, and she's kind of like our secret weapon. I call her the numbers girl. She's a marketing specialist, but I do feel like everyone calls himself a marketing specialist these days, and she is actually a marketing specialist. She is incredibly numbers focused and has a stat or a number or a percentage or an ROI for every single thing we do in the business. And because our team is made up of a bunch of creatives, it's been really, really helpful to have her here and directing us in a way that is results-based rather than just based on the vibe of what we want to do. So I'm really excited to continue working with her in 2025 and do a little bit less of just throwing spaghetti on the wall and more of making a plan based on what's actually working. So that's it for the team changes in 2024. But as always, a big shout out to Emily, who has been holding the fort down while all of these team changes have been going on, for helping me get all of this stuff done without a team before we had them. If you've ever contacted us or purchased a Squarespace template or anything from us, you've probably talked to Emily. So you know firsthand how great she is. And she's really been super important and very patient with me this year as I go through all of my hiring issues. So I super appreciate her. And then we also still have Alex, who is our resident designer or web designer. She helps with developing a lot of the Squarespace templates and Squarespace template pages. She is a gem, and I will work with her for as long as she lets me. And we also still have Chantel, who is specifically our Pinterest manager. She just deals with our Pinterest, so I don't have to think about it, and it's great. So between all of those people, we really just have the most solid team that we've ever had, and I'm super, super excited about where we're going to go in 2025 with this team. Between all of those massive changes and big projects that we worked on in the business, we still managed to post on the blog every week, post on YouTube at least a couple of times a month. We had 2 really big launches for our course Elevate with Templates and our friend Paige Brunton's course Square Secrets Business. We did a lot of collaborations this year, and I did a few guest trainings, which were really fun, super out of my comfort zone, but I feel definitely more confident in them now at the end of the year after having forced myself to do a few. We did a ton of website updates, which I am so excited about. No one else probably notices, but a ton of website updates that were really overdue. And we also had a little mini rebrand, updated some of our fonts and colors, which was also super overdue and something that I'd been meaning to do for a long time. We managed to post on Instagram at least a few times a week. We did huge overhauls of our file systems and organization. I spent a lot of hours organizing files this year. We kept on top of updating all of our back-end Squarespace template tutorials with all of the Squarespace updates that were constantly happening. Super important. We were nurturing and supporting our customers. Again, shout out to Emily for that. She does such a great job of looking after you all, and probably created like 100 SOPs throughout the year. That also never ends. So all of that, it's been a really, really awesome year. There was definitely some challenges, but overall, if I look back and think about all of the things we updated, I'm super stoked, and it makes me even more excited for next year. So if you've made it all the way to the end of this video, thanks for watching. I would love for you to let me know below what you're working on this year, what big projects or goals that you achieved, and we can chat about them below. That's it from me. I hope you guys also had an awesome 2024 and looking forward to next year.